Alright guys, welcome back to Nifty Network. Today we have a DE350Z and I'm going to show you how to drain the coolant, drain your oil, and also drain your transmission fluid. These are very simple things. They could be messy though, so let's just get started right into it. We have our little drain bucket right here. I always separate my oil and my coolant. So I'm going to put this up really high, and the reason I do that is because coolant splashes a lot easier than oil does. So we'll undo this Phillips head plastic fitting. Alright, so we got our Phillips head on there, and this is called your bleeder valve, just so you know. Spin that to the left like loosey, and then once it loosens up you can pop it out, let that drain. Yeah, so it splashes quite a bit, and the closer that you have the drain into whatever it's draining into, the less splash it'll make. So we'll let that do its thing, and then we will drain the oil. Alright, so once it starts dripping like this, you can leave that, or if you want to get every bit of your coolant out, you could realistically hook up a hose and flush it out, or do distilled water. If you are flushing it, you would want to use distilled water, not a hose, because distilled water can't corrode and hard water can corrode. So if you want to flush it out more than that, just open the top of the radiator cap and flow distilled water through it. Or, I mean, this should be good. If you're super concerned about it though, then yeah, you can flush more out. And with this, you want to get it tight, but not too tight, because that is a rubber screw basically, or a plastic screw at the end of the day. Alright, so once this is all drained, if you need help bleeding your coolant now, I'll put the video here. Shane, when you edit it, I want you to bring. There you go. That's how you're gonna bleed your coolant. Alright, now we got coolant drained. We'll set this to the side, and then we'll come over here to the bottom of the oil pan. And the drain plug is a 14. Like that. And then I'm going to grab my oil filter wrench, since we're draining it. The DE350Z is supposed to take 5 quarts of oil. That is all drained. And the fluid amount on these cars, normally on a coolant flush and rebleed, takes about a gallon and a half. It's got 5 quarts of oil, and it's got just over 3 quarts of transmission fluid in it for the manual gearbox. Alright, and then you're going to grab a number 10 Allen head to drain the manual transmission. Get that up high. Don't get it to leak all over your gun like I did, that's for sure. That was a newbie move right there. It's okay. When you buy quality parts, it can have a little oil get on them. That's really clean fluid. So the trans is all drained now. And in our situation, we are not going to be putting fluid in it because this car is getting parted out. But if you were, now would be the time that you'd be filling your coolant and your oil and your transmission fluid. But that's going to kind of end it for the fluids drained today. We'll see you on the next one.